No, I'm not gonna lie to them. I'm gonna tell them the truth. No. Well, okay, I can understand you don't want to start a panic. But what am I gonna do? I mean, I've got to inform them. They have to know. What do you mean? We're live? We're broadcasting right now? Well, I guess I kind of have to tell them now. They're listening. Alright, all you midnight listeners out there. This is your friend Rex on the overnight shift. Not sure what to make of this. Getting conflicting reports from different agencies out there. Some sort of bioagent going on out there. State troopers are closing off the roads, setting up checkpoints. They're definitely advising you to stay indoors. If you're in your cars right now, definitely advising you to get somewhere and stay there. Outdoor travel is definitely what other kind of travel is there? Why does this say outdoor travel? I don't understand these messages. That's your government for you, folks. The only thing that we do know for sure is that this was precipitated. That's their word, not mine. Precipitated by the delivery of some sort of bioagent. What is that exactly? I don't know. I majored in theater and became a DJ. So, I imagine it's some sort of, well, I don't want to say virus or anything that would scare people. But we're going to be here for a while. I've gotten word that the studio is being locked down. I'm here with my engineer. Everybody else is evacuated. It's just the two of us. She's great, yeah. I don't know if she's brave or just crazy. Me? Well, I mean, this is my job. Somebody's got to do it right. And somebody's got to stay with you. Keep you company through the long, cold night. And it is cold out there. Apparently, the weather service says we're going to hit record lows tonight for this time of year. October the 22nd. It is the season of the witch. So apparently, some mad scientist dispatched a courier that delivered this bioagent, as yet unidentified bioagent. Don't you just love these press releases? I know, right? I've got my engineer in my ear, and she's pretty funny. She's saying that these are not written by normal people. They're written by scientists and lawyers, and when the two of them come together, it's not any real language that anybody uses. And apparently, I'm supposed to be keeping everybody calm, so my engineer and I were arguing, and apparently she didn't realize that I had been switched back on and I was broadcasting, so I guess I win, because I feel that it's best to let you know what's going on out there. We have reports that there are clouds of noxious gases out there, and I don't want to believe these reports because they're pretty outlandish. It's got to be a prank, but when the Centers for Disease Control and let's see who else is on this. Centers for Disease Control, state troopers. Well, the list is pretty long because we've got I'm seeing pretty much every sheriff and police department in the state and neighboring states. Yeah, pretty much every every law enforcement agency in the three adjacent states are declaring this an emergency. Now, I can see the different reports. Some say that the gases, clouds of gases, are, well, they're melting flesh off the bone. Some say that they're transforming people into mindless creatures with an insatiable hunger for human flesh. And that accounts for the flesh being torn from the bones, apparently. But the common thread in both of those is that flesh is being... Oh, that's very... I can see why you didn't want me to read this. That is pretty bad. Yeah, so anyway, apparently in the panic to get out of here, some of the other station personnel damaged our equipment and we're not able to play music at this time. All we can do apparently is just broadcast me over the waves. So basically you're stuck with me and you could listen to another station. I don't know what they're doing out there. They may have evacuated. I suppose that may be the smart thing to do if this is actually something that's happening. And it could be much ado about nothing. I don't know. It could be a tempest in a teacup. Of course, this could be the real thing. I know that zombie fiction is very popular these days. I know. It's going to shock a lot of people, but I don't know anything about it. I know. I don't know very much about today's popular music. I work at a jazz station, okay? I mean, right now I would be playing, Coltrane or maybe Herbie Hancock record, I don't know. It would depend on what people would call into request, because this is the request hour. Maybe some Charlie Parker. I don't know. Of course, Miles Davis is always nice. But, so people will, they find out I'm a DJ, they want to talk about music, and I don't know the first thing about popular music today. They're like, oh yeah, have you heard that new song from that group? No, I haven't. And I probably should. Because what happens if, I get a job at another station? We have plenty of sister stations to this station. I mean, in this building, there are stations that play pop music and rock music, and I know nothing about it. I mean, if you wanted to talk classical or jazz, I could talk all day long. But excuse me for drinking on air, but this has got somebody messed with the thermostat too, because it's cold out there, so they turn the heat way up, and then when they locked up, they locked the hallway where the thermostat controls are. So my box, it's a really tiny box. It's just a couple feet by a couple feet, and I'm roasting in here. So, I mean, either way, this is just going to be a very trying night for me. But for me, it's really important to be the voice out there for you, because I'm here for my fans, my listeners. I shouldn't say fans, because I don't know you're fans per se, but you're definitely listeners, my loyal listeners. I mean, you really would have to be listening at this hour. And everything really is in lockdown out there, and this isn't some elaborate prank being pulled by some joker the broadcast company, because maybe they have a really sick sense of humor and they're just pulling this on us as some sort of pre-Halloween prank. I don't know. Alright, go ahead, pull it through. Just print it out, I'll get it over here. And you're sure this is accurate? This isn't just a joke? Okay, apparently this is happening. Well, it would seem like I'm being broadcast on all available frequencies, because everyone else has evacuated. A handful of engineers have remained at their posts, but for the most part, people have just switched over to me, and I'm being rebroadcast. And this really is a lockdown. My engineer has confirmed. So you've called around. You've made the really. You're not in on this. Wow. I'm sorry. It's really heavy. I'd really much rather be enjoying a late night doob right now, sneaking out back to playing a long record and sneaking out back to have a joint right now. If I'll be honest, have my late night cup of coffee with my doobie, because that's what we do. But instead, we're here. Is this the apocalypse that everybody talks about? The end of the world? Maybe I should have paid attention to all those zombie movies and comic books and everything. I'm still in denial. It's how can this be happening? Well, we don't even know what it is. Well, can we find out? Is there... Yeah, I mean, the reports, it's just a repeat of the same reports we got earlier. There's nothing new in here except for that I'm being broadcast. That's all that's in here. Well, can you try to pull something else up? I mean, well, I can understand no one wants to go live. I wouldn't want to be live on the scene either. I mean, it's bad enough that I'm staying here in this booth. You realize we're both pretty much locked in here. We would have to break our way out of here. We're both trapped here. Basically, all we can do is just stay here and keep broadcasting until this, blows over. Well, of course I'm scared. What good does it do me to freak out, though? I mean, if I panic, what's that? That's just going to make things worse. I need to talk to them, not you. Alright, please. Just focus on the sound of my voice, just like they do. So, I guess I'm the representative. Kind of reminds me of that movie, The Warriors. They had that DJ lady. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to cope here. We're all just trying to cope. We're all just trying to make it through this. I seriously hope we all make it through this, because this is some pretty heavy stuff here. That's what happens when you mess with science. What? she's screaming. Oh my god, she's screaming. This is definitely real. She's, folks, the sounds I'm hearing, I hope you never have to hear. It's horrible. I'm gonna turn off my light. How many lights are there in here? Okay, there we go. The board lights are still lit. Just have to remain quiet and hope they can't smell me. I don't think they can get out of the control booth. They broke through the exterior window. That's pretty easy. I don't think they can break through the interior window. It's pretty small. It's pretty strong. I wish I had a video monitor in there. I'm glad they don't monitor this with video. I don't know how intelligent these things are. Oh, God. Wait. I can hear them in the ductwork. Can you hear it? I can hear them. I am definitely not alone. Please,